Go to crossrhythms.co.uk/listen again.
Woo! I love that. That's really good. That's really good.
This is Cross Rhythms.
It's 15 minutes past 4. This is City Drive on Cross Rhythms, community radio for Stoke-on-Trent and Newcastle-under-Lyme, and around the globe on crossrhythms.co.uk. Now, thankfully, the recent UK or English riots didn't reach Stoke-on-Trent, but certainly globally, it's been a news story that the rest of the world has picked up on. And of course has been a major issue for our nation. And music artists like to pick up on topics such as this, because one of the things about being a music artist is using your music to be able to communicate and convey and speak into issues that affect us all. And something that we were particularly surprised at Cross Rhythms was the number of rappers who'd written songs and got them out straight away and made them available online. So we thought we'd do a little feature on City Drive today, focusing on 4 that we'd picked up on. And literally within like just a few days of the riots taking place, these songs were available. So coming up over the next however long, probably 20 minutes, half an hour or so, we're going to feature 4 artists. Later on, we're going to hear from Soul Shifter and Tino. Also, an Anglican minister called Gavin Tite. Plus, we've got some Governor B as well. And we're also going to hear small interviews with Soul Shifter and Tino. And I'm going to play you a final song. It's from Soul Shifter and Tino. It's called The London Riots. But before we play that song, let's hear what Soul Shifter and Tino had to say to Tony Cummings.
Cross Rhythms.
I'm talking to Soul Shifter, who is a rapper based in London. Soul Shifter, and with help from his friend Tino, has just released a song onto the internet, and it's available also as a video on YouTube called London Riots. Soul Shifter, what inspired you to make this song?
As a Christian, we do have an obligation to move souls to Christ.
Right.
And it inspired me seeing youths on the road just causing chaos and doing all these crazy things. It just inspired me straight away to say, I must do something about this. So I got my brother Tino and we started writing straight away. So it's inspiration, the inspiration of the crazy thing that's getting out there, the inspiration of me reaching out to youths made me write this song.
You recorded it amazingly quickly. You must have been working day and night.
We actually worked one night and we did not sleep. First of all, we chose a beat and we started writing the chorus. We did not sleep. It was quite tiring, but it was worth it.
Is this the first piece of music that the general public have been able to hear of Soul Shifter and Tino?
Well, there's one other track. It's called Spirit in Me.
Yeah.
It's also on my YouTube page.
Are you hoping that youth who participated in the riots will be, finding this song and listening carefully to the message?
Yes, that's the whole point of the song, because I just want youth. I post it to as much war on Facebook as possible, because I know there's some youth out there that need to hear this song.
And so anybody, it's available as a free download, is it?
Well, I'm going to make it available as a free download today.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'll do that today.
There isn't clearly a simple explanation as to why these riots have occurred, but do you have any insight as to what the overall reason for such terrible things to happened?
I was in the world before I became a Christian. What's good? We did talk about things like this happening in future. Straight after the government was changed. I'm not saying it's the government's fault, but straight after the government was changed, I and my friends, a group of friends, we did have conversations of how to plan things like this. And so what I know is it has been building up for like a year or two right now. And that was the death of Mike Duggan was a way of exploding the riot.
Are you saying then that there's large quantities of youth who are completely disengaged from the political system, from all the things which are happening in our culture?
there's an extreme lot of youth. There's actually some youth that are actually good in school and get good grades and that in secondary school, in college, but they do get involved in these things because of the frustration of the community and the economy. So there is a large number of youth in London, in the UK, that actually will get involved in these things because they're actually very fed up.
What do you think your Christian faith can say into this situation?
My faith is just, it's all about peace. And as I saw this is not a way of resolving the issues that's going on in the UK right now with the cuts and all that. It's not the way. So with my faith, I just thought, it's just my duty as a Christian to do what I'm doing right now. Because what I do is for Christ and to win souls to Christ. Because if they're in Christ, they wouldn't be doing things like that because there's a better life than that.
Well, thanks very much for talking to me. I really appreciate you giving me the time, and I wish you every success with this song. Here's hoping and praying that it reaches tens of thousands of people.
No problem.
Bless you, mate. Bye-bye.
Soul shifter, Christ only. Oh no, it's going down. It started off in Tottenham, now reaching south, deep in south. Lewisham, Peckham, Clapham, which the parents will come out and clap them. Back in the house, back to the start. I rapping Matt Duggan was shot on the spot by the cops in the block. So it sucks, but it's no reason to start stealing. Looting about is not the way. Please bring the peace in, bring the peace in, bring the peace in. Governor Don told ya, bring the peace in. Allow burning where you live in. Consider our parents' feelings and Eden and other places of attack. It's cool when you stack, but it's not when you jack. It's your hometown and your pronoun. No one's a pronoun. Simple English distinguished from the riot. As Christians, we must carry this. Yes. London town is burning down. London youths are going wild. Youths are angry, they need to learn. Parents are home when sleep in their bed. As Christians, travel the distance. Get on your knees, pray to the Lord for His wisdom. As Christians, travel the distance. We must intercede for the youths of London.
Youths in the UK, no one wanna hurt them. They try to raise the voice, no one wanna hear them. Call on the youth, the man and the female. Let's go on KNED, does them email. Pray to the Lord like the children of Israel. Lord, have mercy and please clear them ahead. Some are out for looting and some are destroying. Need a Christian and weapon is prayer. Push it to the limit and ask God for wisdom. If you're out there, I think you should hear this. You don't wanna be charged and go to prison. Not an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth. Leave it all to the Lord, everything we say. We're calling for the youth from the north to the south. Calling for the youth from the east to the west. Please drop the crime and focus on glory.
London town is burning down. London youths are going wild. Youths are angry, they need to learn. Parents are home when sleep.
Soul Shifter and Tino there, and their song London Riots, which you can get online, of course, for download. Thanks to Tony Cummings there for the 2 interviews. If you want to read our report on the riots, then get along to crossrhythms.co.uk and go into the Life Articles section. And you'll see it in there. It's about 5 or 6 down.
Community radio for Stoke-on-Trent and Newcastle under Lyme.
Cross Rhythms.
Cross Rhythms local news.